Hi, I'm Rick Levine, the astrologer at Tarot.com, here today to talk with you about the moon in Pisces. So the moon is the closest thing in the sky to us. We can't escape its presence. We feel the moon, whether it's a new moon or full moon. The moon is how we respond to things rather than who we are. So regardless of where the sun is in your chart, the natal moon or birth moon tells a lot about how you feel. So regardless of what your sun sign is, if you're born with the moon in Pisces, you feel like a Pisces. What does that mean? Pisces it's a water sign. It's the sign of the fish. So Pisces are compassionate because the fish can't separate itself from all the other fish in the school. It moves at one. The fish can't separate itself from its environment because the water out there is flowing through the fish. So Pisces moon people are like psychic sponges. The images, the dreams, the feelings they have are bigger, larger, more vivid than many people, but it's hard to tell which of that stuff is theirs personally and which is just being brought in from the environment, because to the Pisces moon, the inside and outside are sometimes one and the same. With the moon in Pisces, we often respond not from a place of ego, but from a place of selflessness. In fact, Pisces moon people can sometimes play the role of the victim or the martyr because they're in such service to others that they can lose their sense of themselves. In late winter in the Northern Hemisphere, when the sun is moving through Pisces for an entire month, and the moon moves through Pisces, the moon lines up with the sun, that's the new moon in Pisces. Now, new moons are times of beginnings. The new moon is the beginning of the lunar emotional cycle. As such, the new moon is a great time to be aware of what's coming up and to plant a seed through intention, through ritual, through whatever it is that you do to make the most of the waxing, flowering of that energy. So with the new moon in Pisces, what is the seed of intention we plant? It's the seed of intention to be compassionate, to love everyone, to find that commonality that makes me part of you. And so that idea of the new moon in Pisces is that point of making an intention to not let our egos, the illusion that there's something separate from me to you, that to make an intention that we're not going to allow that illusion, that artificial boundary to get in the way of true communion. Now, 6 months later, at the end of summer, when the sun is moving through the practical earth sign of Virgo, and the moon then moves through Pisces, we have the full moon in Pisces. The moon is opposite the sign of the sun, which is the axis of Virgo, which is narrowing consciousness, to Pisces, which is opening it. So the full moon is a time when our feelings flow outward from the unconscious into reality. Dreams are more vivid. And to say dreams are more vivid for a moon in Pisces person where the dreams are always more vivid, well, that becomes even more profound. And so the fact of the matter is that at the full moon in Pisces, we can become so full of our dreams and our imagination and our fantasy that we may even lose track of what's important, what's real. It's important at the full moon in Pisces to pull that energy in enough to remain focused so that we don't just disperse ourselves onto the cosmos. So whether you were born with the moon in Pisces or the moon is moving through Pisces, and whether it's a new moon or a full moon, the idea is that when the moon is in Pisces, we can all learn a little bit more about becoming part of this greater flow of consciousness that's outside of our normal three-dimensional working world. For Tarot.com, I'm Rick Levine.